Hello there, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. Today, we are talking about how to break free from emotional turmoil, understanding breakups, healing, and moving forward. I'm Coach Paz Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. By the way, if you want to join me live, I put the link in the description below, in the first comment, actually, so you can click and join me. If you have any questions you want to ask me, please do so. I'm here to serve you guys. Also, feel free to let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Without any further ado, I got a question from a subscriber. Heather, can you are you here with us?
I am. Thank you, Coach Paz, for hosting this live stream. It's such an honor to be a part of your live stream.
Thank you so much for being here. And you had a very good and interesting question that I know a lot of people would get a lot of benefit from. So please ask your question and I'll answer.
Well, thank you so much for being available. My question really is, as I'm focusing on myself and my healing journey, in order to really cognitively understand and comprehend this, everything that happened, I would like to know why exes go out of their way to intentionally hurt somebody. For example, my former boyfriend intentionally sent me, because I wasn't opening up his content on social media, would send me pictures of him with slash monkey branching happened. So I'm just curious why people would go out of their way to hurt somebody else intentionally.
All right, that's a great question. You kind of lagging in and out, but we got your question. That why, and I got it also here. Why exes intentionally hurting you guys? Because first of all, you already know that hurt people. This is just what it is. And the reason that they hurt you, the reason that they want to get the reason is because he wants to get your attention, and he knows that he cannot get your attention by acting positively. When an ex really seeking your attention and your validation, and they know that they will not receive it gracefully, they will do it toxically. So for them, he doesn't really care how he's getting your attention, as long as he's getting your attention. So it's easier, by the way, it's easier to get attention from people when we act negatively, because it really evokes a response from you. So understand that this is just what he's doing, and this is just what it is. Did you hear my answer, Heather? Or yep.
Unfortunately, I got kicked out, but I'm sure I can watch the live.
Yeah, I will just say it for the sake of emphasis again, that exes, what they do when they are hurting you deliberately, they do it because they want your attention and validation. And because he knows that he cannot get it positively, he do it negatively. It's easier to get a negative response out of a person than a positive one, especially after a breakup. So he still seeks your validation. He still wants your attention, and he's trying to get it in the wrong ways. Like I always tell you guys, you need to focus on your own healing. After a breakup, that is done. It's done. There is no going back. None. A person who said, I can be without you, just let them.
Thank you so much for answering my question.
For sure. Do you have any maybe follow-up question or something that you need clarification on why is he behaving this way?
I guess the main thing that I want to do is focus in on myself and some next steps that I can take to heal myself from this negative energy or these negative, hurtful actions that have taken place.
Yeah. So for you, in order for you to heal now, all you need to do, of course, first of all, the first thing that I say all the time for you guys, that in order for you to heal, you have to, first of all, step back completely, go radio silence. At the beginning, when I started my channel, I made some videos about no contact and all of this, but I no longer believe that. The more I coach you guys and the more I realize how crucial it is for your mental well-being after a breakup to cut all ties, no contact is no longer an option. You need to go radio silence and completely block off all lines of communication with this guy and be focusing on yourself, because now you will be available for yourself. You are taking all of the energy you used to give him and you give it to yourself. You put it on yourself. You are also in charge of the lines of communication. You don't even wait for him to reach out or anything like that. And I say it all the time, you got to lose hope that he will ever come back, because once the divine union of yours is severed from any type of reason, especially if it's monkey branching, cheating, or rebound, whatever reason it is, the relationship has failed. This is just what it is, and you got to move on and you got to heal. So you need to put it behind you. The first thing is to bury it. And I give you guys the Tombstone exercise. I don't know if you are familiar with it, because I mentioned it just once. I will make a very specific video for the Tombstone exercise, but it is a beautiful exercise in order for you to really heal. So what I would recommend for you to do is to categorize your ex, understand what was his character traits, his mindset, because in order for you to heal, first thing that you must understand is who he was, who your ex was, because before that it's very, very difficult. This is why many people, when they are starting their healing journey, they think, oh, I will just start healing without paying any attention to my ex, or without even just kind of like put everything behind, which is good. But before you do, you must realize who he was, because your mind will be consumed on what happened. So you need to make sense. Now you make sense of why he did what he did, who he was, what was his character traits, and then you're going to ask yourself what I liked about him. When you ask yourself what you liked about him, and you know what, Heather, do you mind if we just do this exercise live with you, so I can help you with this?
I would absolutely love to.
All right, great. So I am going to also share the screen once again, and I'm going to ask you just a few questions for you to be able to get a really, really deep realization of his character traits. And once you do, let me tell you that the relief that you're going to feel is going to be immense. And I know that all of you guys are going to really benefit from this exercise. So let me just go ahead and just put some questions here. And I want to ask you, first things first, Heather, what did you like about him? What are some of the character traits that you admired about him? And I'm going to just share the screen. What some of his character traits that you admired? Let's just go with two. Don't need to do this extensively. But what are two main character traits that you like about him?
He was a generous person.
Okay, generous.
And also he was consistent.
Consistent. Okay, generous and consistent. Do you have maybe one more?
It's been a while since I thought about him in a positive way, but
That's important.
I would say that that he was a good, he was validating, I would say.
Validating.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. All right. So now this is just a little exercise for you to do, because these three character traits that you like or admire about him are an idea in your mind of a good partner. All right, this is what you see and you think this is a good partner character trait. That is just it. Now, I want you to, let's drill a little bit deeper. Now, was he generous, consistent? And I'm going to ask, consistently or recently? Was he generous consistently or recently?
No.
Okay, so we just do this like this. Consistently or recently? All right. Your answer to that was a no. Okay. Now, let's go to the other one because you will understand exactly what we are doing in a second. Consistently or recently? Okay. Now, was he consistent? That's a funny one. Consistently or recently?
No, he wasn't hot.
No. Okay. Now, validating consistently or recently?
No, not at all.
Oh, not at all. Not just
Yeah.
no. All right. Not at all. Now, all right. So you gave him these character traits that you thought that are constructing a good partner. You think you're remembering, and this is something that happens a lot. People remembering the good parts. And if I would ask you, was he generous at the beginning? You'll probably say, yeah, at the beginning was generous. He was consistent at the beginning. He was validating, but now he's not. These character traits are, he doesn't own them. He does not have them, any of them. And this is why I wanted just to bring it out to light that he doesn't have these character traits. It's like saying I'm dating a man with I'm dating a man with a lot of money, but he never buys me anything or pay for anything. The fact that he have money matters? No. Now I know money is not everything, but I'm just giving a tangible example. So all of this now, by the way, what do you feel when you see this? That
Well, it's interesting because just walking through this healing journey, I've noticed that perhaps maybe he's just generous and consistent when he wants something or validating. But if there's
Mhm,
nothing that he would like, he's not really those traits. So it was, because I don't have what do you want from an ex? I mean, you've pretty much said I've used you and I don't want you anymore, especially
mhm.
um, and this relationship dynamic. So it's interesting because I'll just be generous if you can give me something in return. I'll just be consistent if I can get something back from you. So it's very much um, not necessarily a reciprocal or a true relationship where you're generous and consistent with people who cannot give back to you in any way or form.
That's exactly true. And now this is just a little thing for you to understand that you thought that he was in your subconscious mind. You thought that he was generous, consistent, and validating, but it actually was selfishly he would do that, and he does not have these character traits. Now, I want to ask you, how do you feel just seeing these three character traits that you thought he had, but now you know he does not have? Does that make you feel any type of relief?
I feel
Or
pity for him.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love it because this is my intention to switch your feelings from anger or resentment or any kind of negative emotions towards compassion. Because when you have compassion for him, guess what? You will have compassion for yourself. And you can gain this compassion just by looking at who he is, who you
Mm.
thought he was. So this is how you do it. You just ask yourself these questions, and now when you switch this emotion, you feel much better. You feel, like I said, compassion. Then you ask yourself questions like, what was his attachment style, core values, childhood past traumas and baggage, behavioral patterns? What are red flags that you see now? Potential future issues, and what makes him an unreliable or a bad partner? When we do, or in my coaching, we dive really deep into each and every one of those, but now we just touched on one that helps you understand and compartmentalize who he was in a better way, that you see
Mm.
that he wasn't who you thought he was. This understanding, just like you said, you just feel petty for him, you have compassion, which is great, because what we feel towards ourselves, towards others, we feel toward ourselves. When I had hate for my ex, I hated myself.
Mm.
And I don't want you guys to have hate or resentment. This is why we must, the closed door neighbor of hate is compassion. And this is where I want you guys to cross to compassion. Because once you have compassion for them, you have compassion for yourself. Everything that you have, you cannot express any type of emotion without actually, I mean, everything comes from you. So when you feel this type of emotion, you immediately, it's immediately coming back to you. Just like that. It comes back to you. So you need to release and project what you want. You need to give what you wish to be. So when I wanted when I wanted compassion, when I wanted to heal, I understood that I cannot hold resentment. And this is how you do
Mm.
it. This is the first step of healing. Understanding who you were with. Once you understand who you were with, you switch from anger to compassion. Because when my ex monkey branched on me, I realized her psyche, what she went through, her past, and everything. And I said, "Oh my God!" And then I understood what she's about to go through in her healing journey to heal this. This she had the dissociative identity disorder, and I said,
Mhm.
"Oh my God!" Now she have a lot of work to do. So I said, okay, I dodged the bullet. And instead of thinking about poor me, what happened to me, I was just having a lot of compassion towards her. Then I had compassion towards me. And this is how I healed very fast. I healed within just, I would say, 2 months, even like a month and a half. I was really good. I started dating after about 3 months. I was really good. It doesn't need to take a lot of time. It's not. When you do the healing correctly, and I say it all the time, when you heal correctly, it doesn't need to take a lot of time. Many people can argue against it, but I just know because I see when I work with you guys, that's just how it goes. It doesn't need to take that much time. So, Heather, do you have any other question you want to ask before I go to other questions?
I do have a question regarding the anger and compassion. I find myself oscillating from viewing the situation from a place of compassion to a place of anger. And how do I work to really make sure that I continue to view it from that place of compassion rather than that place of anger and resentment?
You bring yourself back to what we just did here. You
Mm,
understand? So this is why I urge you guys to have a one-on-one call with me, because we are going through this very deep on all of this and even more. Now, when you get these realizations, but deep inside, deep inside, you are automatically, you will not go to anger. It's impossible once you get the intellectual realizations of who you were with, what they're about to face moving forward in their life. You cannot be resentful, you cannot be angry. You just cannot. It's not going to happen.
mhm.
So yeah, you can take this, also you can take these questions that I ask. I can put them in the comments. I will put them in the comments below for you guys. So you can do this work by yourself. If this is what you want, just do it by yourself. If you need help, I got you. And you can do it also alone. Is just easier to do it together. But whatever you would like. I'm just interested in your healing, in your healing. And I
Mm,
will not tell you guys, just with me, you can do this. No, you can do it by yourself. It's just easier to do it with a coach. That's it.
yeah.
No, so whatever feels like it for you. And also it depends, because of course talking to me is costing you money. So whatever you guys want, I'm just here to provide you with everything that you need and your decision, and then you can make your own decision.
Mm.
All right.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, basically when you go to a place of anger, just look back at, these the list of, past traumas or attachment styles, and realize in a certain sense that what you believed about that person is an illusion. Um, and it really says more about you than because we're trying to focus back on ourselves, so it says more about you and how you're looking for the best in people versus looking for looking for seeing that those are character traits that maybe you have, in essence, that you look for in others rather than seeing it, and that you projected them potentially on your former partner.
That is correct. That is correct. The greater realizations that you have towards, also towards yourself, the more you will love yourself so much that you will never want to express any kind of hate towards no one. Towards no one. Right now, in the point that I'm in my life, people sometimes tries to trigger me. They can't. And I say I'm unfuckable. Like, people cannot argue with me. People cannot upset me because it means that I'm allowing that. So in the healing journey, the repair process after a breakup, it's a beautiful thing. It's hard, but it's beautiful because once you're going through a breakup, you are open to everything. You're wounded and you're open to everything. And this is the greatest time for you to look inside and say to yourself, what do I need to heal? What do I need to do? The more you do things for you, such as working out, eating right, maybe I don't know what you're passionate about, but start a passion project, write a book, start online coaching, like whatever it is for you, you put yourself first. All the energy you used to give to your ex, you give to yourself. So the repair process is actually the healing journey is to fall back in love with yourself more and more and more, not engaging in any vices. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do anything that weakens you, because you need all of this energy for growth and repair. So yeah, it's like watching this type of videos can really help. It is great, but I don't want you guys just to watch the videos and relief and feel the relief. I want you to actually grow and do the work and retain this information in a way that can really benefit you long term. You will see, you will
Mhm.
just see the realizations that you start having. Keep a journal, a breakup journal. What have I learned from this breakup? And I wrote a book about all of my realizations. I don't know if you guys got it. It's Broken Heart, Stronger Soul. I wrote a book with all of my realizations. I give the book away for free. You can check it on my website or on Amazon, and I just give it away because I wrote a book with everything. I journaled a lot, and then I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, that's a great manual for heartbreak to overcome it." So, yeah, that's
Well,
great.
thank you so much for answering my question. I really appreciate it. And I highly recommend everybody who's watching to reach out to Coach Paz.
Thank you, dear. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, Avel, if you wanna ask a question, brother, feel free. I can hear you. I just put here.
I actually don't have any more questions. Like, really, I know exactly what's happening. I just want to heal, you know? Just
Yes.
this is the hardest past part. That's the hardest part for me. I was thinking about question for you today, like
Mhm.
really long time, but I don't have anymore. You know, she monkey branched on me. I
Mhm.
can't do anything about it. I all I want is to understand her and what's because I was her. She monkey branched on me, but also in her previous one, I was the one who she monkey branched on.
Mm, I see.
So this is like pattern. This is and this fucks with my head so much.
It is a
And
pattern.
and the problem is I'm in the stage when I hate her for doing that, and I want to learn how to feel this compassion. Like this guy is a poor guy. I all of this in your videos, the stages of a relationship is all true. We were together for 5 years. It turned toxic after a year. It was toxic relationship. We
Mhm.
broke up for 3 months before, after 2 years when COVID hit, but we
Mhm.
had to live together. So, you know,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to forget about that. I go to the gym. I passed my driving theory test. I already have a driving lessons next month. Like
Amazing.
full focus on me. But
Yeah.
she's stuck in my head in the weirdest positions every day, and I just want to get rid of that.
Yeah, like I said, you saw the little exercise that I showed Heather. You can do the same. You need to categorize who your ex was, put her in the proper place in your mind. You got to do that. After you realize who
Exactly.
she was and her character traits and what she's about to go through in her life moving forward, you really understand that you dodged the bullet and you will have compassion for her. Our exes fucked us up. I mean, it's
Yeah,
fucked up monkey branching, cheating, or even just leaving you and go with someone else. It's painful. It is. But, and I say but, and I always say also to myself, now what? It happened. Now what? I can sit and cry and be a victim, or I can be the victor. And I was a victim at the beginning. We all are victims at the beginning, and that's okay. To be that at the beginning, that's okay, but it's not okay to stay there. I want to take you guys and move you from the victim to the victor by helping you understand who you are, who they were, who you are going to be moving forward. And that's it. This is the personal development post breakup. The most important and crucial part of the breakup is to rebuild yourself. Life knocks us down so many times. So many times, you guys. You don't really know a lot about my story, but I was homeless. I lost all of my money maybe 10 times in my life. I was a millionaire. I was homeless, broke. I had it all. I had nothing. I was engaged. She broke up with me. Like I've been through so much shit in my life. I got stabbed. I was shot. I was like, my story is really gonna blow your mind. But hey, we all have one thing in common. We are here. We are alive. We survived 100% of everything we went through in our life. Now, are you going to let what happened to you make you or break you? I said, fuck this, fuck that. I'm gonna
I love my
have,
life now.
of course, that's
I,
it.
I start fresh. I
Mhm.
will be back on top. I will be. I know that.
I love it.
And I go there.
I love it.
But
That's
it's
the
just
attitude.
get rid of her. I don't even miss her anymore. She can fuck off from me. I don't care. Just
That's the attitude.
go.
That's the attitude, brother. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel a pain now, but I feel a pain after a gym. This is much better pain than thinking about her. I
Yeah.
prefer that kind of pain.
There is two kinds of pain after a breakup: the pain of growth and the pain of stagnation. The pain of stagnation will cause you so much more pain down the road. The pain of growth will be temporary, and you will be so much better on the other side that you're gonna fucking love yourself. Love yourself.
I'm really looking forward to this when I will enjoy my company more than anyone else.
You got it, brother. You got it. And once you are falling in love with yourself, the next partner that you're going to meet, you're not going to be the same. That's the beauty of it. And I truly believe that all of us needs to experience a betrayal in our life at least once, whether it's romantic partner or a business partner, whatever that is. We need to be betrayed at least once in our life to feel this kind of pain, to know how to watch out for ourselves. That is it. That is it's hard to say, but I am happy. I am
It
happy it
is.
happened. You feel the same, brother?
Yeah, and actually, I'm repeating your words over and over again. It happened to me, not no, for me, not to me. You know, I want to be positive. Like I already see at work people saying that, "Are you happy all the time?" I'm like, because I want to be, and it's
Because I want
cool. I feel much better with that.
because I want to be. I love that. I'm happy because I want to be. You guys make note of it. I'm happy because I want to be. I love that.
I have three books in front of me from the Rise of the Phoenix and this journal. When I think about her, I'm writing this down, and I have my journal.
Mhm.
And like I wrote a story of a breakup, and I reversed that into my story, what I can achieve. I read this every day. It's beautiful, amazing. I love it,
I love you
and
so
this
much,
makes me
brother.
smile.
Thank you. Yeah. It's amazing. All right, we're going to move to another question here. Thank you, brother. If you have any more questions,
Okay,
please let
thank
me
you
know.
so much. I'm gonna carry on watching on the YouTube because I have to go to see my
Yeah,
best friend, who actually he is the reason why he really helped me, and he's carry on helping me. We're going to have a Chinese tonight, so
enjoy.
see you soon.
All right,
Thank you
brother.
so much
See you
for
soon.
your
Thank
help.
you.
You're the best.
Thank you, brother. Much love. All right, Audrey says, "Hi from Dublin again. Why is my ex who monkey branched on me for my so-called friend asking a mutual friend who is the fella is that I have been out with on for a few dates, and end of the day, none of his business." So your ex asking a mutual friend out on a date, asking, yeah, that's fucked. This is just monkey branchers. This is their nature. This is how it goes. This is their nature. They just jump from one to the next. So this is the nature of the beast. Um, to keep it nice and simple, this is just their nature. They will keep on doing this with or without you. This is why, my friend, it's good that you're no longer a part of this dysfunctional relationship. You see my struggle to say something nice and good about my ex. That's all right. It just means that you're still wounded. You need to do the work. You need to work on yourself a little bit more to get to the point where you say, what do I like about them? What attracted me to them in the first place? And then you're gonna say to yourself, these are the character traits that I gave them. Now, were they consistent or recent with these character traits, or how these character traits benefited me specifically in their relationship? And if like Heather said, he was consistent, or he said validating, you say, okay, recently, consistently, or how it benefited me. But if these character traits did not really benefited you, they they don't matter. So yeah, I hope it helps. I just want her to regret her decision, so I tell her to fuck off. She will regret, but you don't need to want it, because it just so shows that you still have emotional attachment, which is understandably you still have emotional attachment. That's great. But in order for you to heal, you need to let go of the vindictive intentions and be okay with her just moving on. You are moving on. You're no longer together. And whatever happened, happened. Hi, coach. Glad to catch the stream again. Just wanted to say I respect how you are consistently updating your philosophy as you gain more and more wisdom. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's the most beautiful comment I got. Thank you, because I am, as I am evolving, I just understand more and more that once a relationship is done for whatever reason, that is it. That is it. No going back. And I want to give you an example also of why, because I get a lot of hate. And people tell me, no, sometimes exes come back and sometimes it's okay. And sometimes. And I said, no, let's put you in the driver's seat and let's just, you ask yourself, you completely love yourself. You know who you are. You completely love yourself. Your partner breaks up with you. Would you still long for them and wait for them? You're completely loving yourself. Remember that. Once you fall in, why once you love yourself so much, when someone tells you, "I don't want to be with you," you say, "Thank you. So long, motherfucker." Don't let the door hit you in the face when you walk out. This is what you're gonna say. And this is why I want you to go back to self love. Once someone tells you, "I don't want to be with you," you are saying thank you and move on. And you're not even wanting them back. Do you guys put in the comments below if you agree with me? Drop a green heart if you agree that once you fully loving yourself and someone tells you, "I no longer want to be with you," for any kind of reason, this is it. You do peace sign and you tell him you can go. That's all right. No hard feelings here. All right. Next question. Next question. Hi, coach. It's been 2 months since I found out my partner for 14 years cheated on me, and I've been working out to help with my healing. However, she's still always on my mind. Of course, it's been 14 years. Give yourself a break, and it's just 2 months. 2 months is not enough time for you to forget about someone you were with for 14 years. Now, I keep asking myself why she did that to me. This is why I'm telling you guys it's very important that you understand why, who they were, why they did it. Once you do know that, that relieves you from all the pain. Maybe it's because I still don't understand exact reason for doing that. It's possible that I'm finding very hard to forgive her. Yes, yes, yes. I always wish she regrets it, understandably. And I think the only thing that will satisfy me is how I'm feeling right now for her to suffer. Uh, I might be bad for thinking that. You're not, you're human. You're human for thinking that. I've been trying to think things, to do things that could help me forgive her, but still on my mind. Understandably, just a second, I got a call. Okay. Now, I keep coming back to that. When can I move on from this stage and how? By the way, thank you so much, coach. Kindness is wisdom. Thank you so, so much. So, what you need to do in order for you, like I said, to move on is, I think this will be the theme for today. Just understand who your ex was, what about to go through, and that will help you so much. In order for you to forgive your ex, what you will need to do, it's a very simple exercise that I gave before, but I will give it again. In order for you to be able to forgive your ex, you need to think about something that you've done in your past to someone. You hurt someone before, so I want you to recall a time when you hurt someone. Then imagine that you go to this person and you ask for forgiveness, and this person tells you, I forgive you. Now you will feel relief. I want you to take this relief, extend this feeling towards your ex, and imagine that your ex tells you, I'm sorry, and say, I forgive you. And forgive her for you, not for her. It doesn't mean that if you forgive a person, it doesn't mean that you are, that whatever they did was okay. It means that you love yourself more than you hate what they did to you. So do this for you. Love yourself, and don't, like I said at the beginning of the live stream, whatever you hold inside of you is yours. Is yours. And if you have hate for your ex, you have hate for yourself. If you have compassion for your ex, you have compassion for yourself. This is why you must do everything that you can to get yourself into the place of love and forgiveness and compassion. Okay. Thank you so much. Uh, I don't want her back anymore, but I want to become a person I was before she destroyed my feelings. You don't want to be the person you were before. You want to be an upgraded version. The old version of you, Graham, needs to die. Let it die. You need to elevate who you used to be with who you want to be. This is where you build a new self image of who you want to be: unbreakable, unfuckable, strong, stoic. Like, this is what you really want. And you can only be that by using this breakup pain to elevate. That is pretty simple, and that is it. Now, next question. I think we have time for one more question here. I have an anxious attachment style and trust issues. The guy I was dating with was emotionally unavailable during our relationship. He had a lot of conflict because of me, and I created a lot of conflict and disappointment during the relationship. He is not fulfilling me emotionally or my needs. At some point, he is just basically there and existing, but right now I started blaming on myself that I was always making conflict and always anxious and insecure. Maybe because of that, he cheated on me and moved on with his ex. The amount of guilt I have right now is unreal. So I wanted to know how I can resolve this problem and accept and let go. Yeah. back to the original thing that said at the beginning. That's all there is to it. You got to understand who you were with. You got to understand who you are and who you want to be. What went wrong there also. Uh, and self blame is never the answer. No, self blame will never. Blaming yourself, it's not. Reframe when you say to yourself, I blame myself, to I take responsibility. Don't blame yourself, take responsibility. It wasn't my fault, it was my responsibility. Because when you say your responsibility, there's something you can change. When you say this was my fault, I am the blame, there is no room for growth. So change the way you speak to yourself. Watch some of my videos that I talk about how to heal from shame and self-blame after a breakup. It can help you tremendously. My first love, Monkey Branch on me after 7 years. First love, Monkey Branch. Shit, that's hard. And I was begging to get her back until I watch your videos. Now I see my own strength and realize she doesn't deserve me. Any tips? You just understand, Daniel. You know what to do. You know that you deserve someone you don't deserve someone who wants to come back. You deserve someone who never leaves. So my tip for you is to carry on. Get the realizations of what happened and work on yourself to become better. Also, if you feel anxious, that's something that you will need to work on. So work on your anxious attachment style. I have videos on that. If you need my help, you can book a call with me. But for now, I think that you're on the right track. Because just for what you wrote, that you understand that you wanted her back, now you're not, that is all there is to it. Now, when you don't want her, and I always say it, you guys, when a breakup happens, when your ex broke up with you, you go through the breakup twice. The first time they break up with you, the second time is when you break up with them, not necessarily because they're coming back, but because you understand that you no longer want this kind of person in your life. That is the trick. That is the most important thing. You understand you don't want this kind of person in your life, and you say, no. And then you start your healing journey. Then you really elevate. The healing journey starts when you let go of hope that they will ever come back. That is it. I didn't think that way. Well, now you do, my friend. Paz, I love Paz's quote. When you love yourself so much, you don't have room for hate. Yes, when you love yourself so much, you don't have room for hate. You don't. You don't. No one can. No one can take. No one can take away this piece from me right now. No one. And the beautiful. That's the beautiful thing. My breakup was my greatest teacher. I learned how to love myself. I learned how to soothe myself. I learned how to meet my own needs and understand, you guys. Your partner does not need to meet your needs. Your partner needs to meet your expectations. You meet your own needs. And I'm going to make a video. Actually, I think I have it here. Let me see if the presentation is ready. If it is, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. It's a sneak peek on how to set, you got to understand how to set boundaries, and also how to meet your own needs, because your partner is not your partner's responsibility. And I think this is it. Yes, let's see. Let me know. You can see it. Yes. Let me just turn this. Yeah. So this is a presentation. This is a video that will come up in a few days, but just look, I'm really trying to step up my presentation. So let me know if you like the way that the new presentation is looking like. They're more colorful, and yeah. So I'm really talking about what you need to expect from a partner, never accept. And healthy relationship is not about meeting it's about meeting your expectations and not about meeting your needs. You need to meet your own needs. Your partner should complement you and not complete you. That is the difference, you guys. That is the difference. And when you understand that your partner is there to complement you, and you meet your own needs, your partner just complement you, meet your expectations. You can say, I expect for you to do that. And when you say I expect, it leaves room for when they don't meet your expectations. And that's okay, because when you have a need, you say, that's my need. Your needs to be met by you. With that said, you guys, I really hope that you understand what I was trying to say here and you got it. That's powerful. Your honesty and ability to keep it real is unmatched. Thank you so much, because I fucking hate the sugar coating and the coaches that just try to get your money and tell you, let me show you how to get your ex back. But yeah, that sucks. I gotta be honest with you, because this is how this is, and you see, this is how I am also with myself. So this is why I'm telling you, love yourself. I say everything I have. You can like it or not. I don't care. I love me. And this is true freedom, is to be able to say whatever you want, whenever you want, without fear of judgment. And people are judging me, and they tell me that the way that I talk and I say never get your ex back, that people are missing out on good relationships. And I said, no, they don't miss out on good relationships, because if your relationship was good, your partner wouldn't leave. So you guys, I love you, and I really appreciate the community that we're building here, that the people, the strong-minded people that I have now 22 people watching live. And I appreciate every single one of you that knows who you are. And I want you to put like this bicep emoji, because I want you to claim strength, because you are strong. I know that this is the most challenging time you ever went through in your entire life. I know. But you know that you're growing stronger due to this, thanks to this. It's not the breakup happening like we said to you. It's happening for you to become the best version of yourself. With that said, you guys, thank you once again for watching, and I will see you again in future videos. Take care. Adios.